pledge allegiance to the
Watch your knees.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. Roll call.
Mayor Delaquila.
Here.
Director of Law Pignatello.
Here.
Director of Finance Herwick. Here. Councilman at Large Elliott.
Here.
Councilperson at Large Kelly.
Here.
Councilperson at Large Stager.
Here.
Ward 1 Councilman Biassiata.
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Martin.
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky.
Here.
Ward 4 Councilman Greenwald.
Here.
Director of Public Service and Properties Johnson. Building Commissioner Batardi. Engineer Collins.
Here. I'd like to make a motion to excuse Director Johnson this evening. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Director Johnson is excused. We'll now move on to the reading and disposal of the journal dated April 9th.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
having read the council meeting minutes of the meeting on April 9th, 2019, I find no errors or omissions. Therefore, I move that they be approved as printed.
Second. Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. The minutes have been adopted. Now moving on to the consent agenda of May 14th.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I'd like to make a motion to amend item number 6 on the consent agenda, increasing the payment to the Assistant Law Director by $300 to $3,243.75.
I'll second. Roll call. Yeah, we're increasing a bookkeeping due to result of a bookkeeping error.
Alrighty.
So consent agenda number 6, we have a motion and a second to increase it by $300.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Consent agenda number item 6 has been amended. Do we have a further amendment,
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I'd like to add consent to the consent agenda on item number 7. If there's no division of the question, that we consent agenda for $20,026.95 to Bailey Communication for email licensing, spam filters, archiving, and other electronic related activities to improving our internet in City Hall.
I'll second the motion to add agenda number 7 item. Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Consent agenda May 14, 2019 has been further amended. Do we have a further motion?
Yes, Mr. President. If there is no division of question, I'd like to move that we accept amended consent agenda of Tuesday, May 14th, 2019.
I second. Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Consent agenda May 14th has been adopted. Moving on to resolutions of commendation, where we'll have ask for a motion to read the resolution in its entirety. Do we have a motion?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read resolution number 13-2019 in its entirety for its first and final reading.
Do we have-
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Resolution number 13, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution of commendation to Nada R. Fleming, RN, MC, USNR, retired. City of Seven Hills Hall of Fame Resident of the Month, May 2019. Whereas Nada R. Fleming, daughter of immigrant parents, was born in Cleveland and raised in Garfield Heights, Ohio. Nada graduated from Garfield Heights Senior High and attended St. John College and St. Alexis School of Nursing, graduating as a registered nurse. Nada was accepted into the officer candidate program with the United States Navy and served 2 years active duty at Great Lakes Naval Hospital during the end of the Vietnam War. And whereas after release from active duty, Nada continued her nursing career in Wisconsin, California, New York, and Virginia. Upon returning to Seven Hills, she resumed her nursing career at Metro Health Medical Center. Nada also resumed her military career by entering into the Naval Reserves in 1985 and was activated in 1990 to serve in Bahrain for Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Upon return from war, Nada was awarded the Fleet Hospital 18 Nursing Leadership Award. She entered into the Navy as an ensign and retired with the rank of commander after 21 and a half years of service. And whereas Nada R. Fleming joined the VFW Post 7609 in 1996 and is currently Senior Vice Commander, serving as the Post Commander over 3 years, as well as Surgeon and Judge Advocate for the Post. Nada also serves as the Women Veterans Chair and POW MIA Chair. During her years with the VFW, she has received the National Outstanding Community Healthcare Employee of the Year Award, the President's Volunteer Service Award for CERT, was inducted into the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame, along with numerous other achievements. And whereas the City of Seven Hills and the Hall of Fame Committee would like to recognize Nada R. Fleming for her outstanding achievements and endeavors by presenting her with the May 2019 Seven Hills Hall of Fame Resident of the Month honor. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, that the appreciation of the mayor, of council, and all other elected and appointed officials is hereby extended to Nada R. Fleming for her outstanding achievements, and the best wishes of the official family are herewith extended to her for continued success. That the clerk of council be and she is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to Nada R. Fleming immediately upon its adoption. That this resolution is hereby determined to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the city of Seven Hills, and for the further reason that same affects the day-to-day business of the municipality. Wherefore, this resolution shall take effect and be in force immediately upon its adoption, otherwise at the earliest period allowed by law.
Thank you. Do we have a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilwoman,
I move that we adopt resolution number 13-2019.
I second.
any comments?
Yes, Council President. I'd like to
Councilwoman,
say something.
floor is yours.
Thank you. I will say, Nada, I read your bio online. It is incredibly impressive, and I can't think of a more deserving soul for this. I want to thank you for your service to our country and to our city and everything else in between, because you've done a whole lot in a short period of time, and it's incredibly impressive. I also want to say that it's an honor to know you and a privilege to call you my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you. Further comments?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman,
Nada, thank you for your service to our country and for being a nurse. I have 2 daughters that are, actually, my second one's graduating this week from nursing school. So I hope she has half of the career that you've had. I also would like to thank you for your gift of a son, who is one of our main volunteers helping us with Calvin Park. He works in the rain, so I mean, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree as far as service. Thank you.
further comments?
Yes, Nada, thank you so much for everything that you do for the city. And on top of all of your accomplishments and accolades, you are just a warm, loving, charming, delightful human being. Thank you so much, and I'm just thrilled that I'm getting to know you.
Randy?
Yes. Commander Fleming.
Wow, that sings.
Oh, no.
That sings.
I would just like to congratulate you on this honor. I think that it's a small one for a lifetime of service, both to your country and to humanity as a nurse. I'd like to echo what Leslie said. Since I became in public life in Seven Hills, you've been one of the consistently nicest people that I've come across. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for your service and congratulations.
Councilman Snitsky?
I can't add much to all of your accolades here, but it's a funny story. The first time I met Nada, I didn't know any of this about her. I just was campaigning and I ran into Nada on Karen Drive and we started talking and I instantly realized what a stellar person this was. Didn't know about anything else. Didn't know your involvement with the VFW, didn't know anything. And boy, is that true. And I'm so glad you're in my ward. I'm so glad you're one of the people that I'm glad are in my city. And I wish you all the best in the future.
Councilman Martin? Anything?
Thank you. Nada, I do not know you, as you know, but I certainly know of your reputation. And as such, I think the best honor I could say is never forget. And as a community, we're not going to forget our volunteers, not forget those who have served. And you've done it quietly and you've done it professionally. And it's appreciated by the entire community, whether they know you or not. Thank you.
Yep, I'll go. And then I'll do the mayor and law director. Thank you is not a strong enough word. And like Councilwoman Kelly earlier said, I can't think of a more deserving person for a resolution and commendation and to be recognized as a citizen of the month. If they have citizen of the year, you have my vote. To bring up Councilman Elliott's notion, so much of the career that we'll talk about one part of it tonight, but we can't lose sight that you're a registered nurse caring for people, making people better. As my family's aged, I have a much greater appreciation for the healthcare industry than I ever had when I was a young man. So thank you for that service. Kudos to rising to the level of commander in the United States Navy. Sorry. You have a Coast Guard look.
Mr.
say
President,
that.
Mr. President, no offense to the Coast Guard, but that's terrible. Terrible.
Anyhow, the United States Navy, what an accomplishment. And specifically your time in Desert Storm and Desert Shield. It's a grateful nation. And we thank your family too, because when you're off taking care of the needy as a nurse or serving the country in Desert Shield, that's time away from the family. So kudos to your family for being supportive. There's no way you could have rose to the level of commander. And let's talk about all the things the VFW's done for Seven Hills, all the volunteer times, the Christmas parties, the parades that you've helped organize over the years. It's a great thing and we thank you. But if you didn't have the support of your family, it would have been that much harder. So thank you to your entire family. And I also want to call out and give gratitude. It was Nada who brought the idea of having Operator Local 18 come help at Kelvin Fields. So her service and her ideas, it never ends, her contribution to this community. So with much appreciation, I'll be voting yes tonight on this resolution. Law Director?
I'd just like to add my appreciation for your service to the country, city. Your bio is quite impressive, one of the most impressive I've ever heard. Just like to add my
Thank you. Mayor, floor is yours.
Thank you. Nada, hi. You and I have known each other now for a number of years. I've always considered you a close friend. Knowing residents like you who live in our city makes me proud, and frankly, hearing your bio in more detail than I ever imagined humbles me. I hear these things that you've accomplished in your career, and I think to myself, I haven't done anywhere near that amount of wonderful things. I can only imagine what you have gone through to achieve those many results that you have in your career, the Vietnam War, retiring, winding up in the Middle East again, seeing all the suffering and helping people through all of that. I get goosebumps thinking about what you've gone through and how much you have committed your life and your career to helping others, and then to achieve the rank of commander in the United States Navy. As you know, I have a relative who is a retired Navy veteran. We've shared some, is also Serbian, and we've shared some things about him. And I see your giving spirit reflected in your family. I've gotten to know everybody in your, maybe not everybody, I've gotten to know most of your family, and I see reflected in them the spirit that you bring, the energy that you devote. I'm frankly quite humbled by what you've accomplished, and I'm so proud to be part of. We're not adding to your accomplishments here because there's no way we can add to what you've already done. We're just simply recognizing them. Thank you so much. And it sounds trite, but I'll say it anyway. Thank you for your service to your country and to your city. And I'm so proud to call you a friend. Thank you, Nada.
Okay, roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stiger.
Enthusiastically, yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Resolution 13's been adopted.
I have to say something.
Absolutely.
I thank you all so very much. I'm very honored and feel very privileged to have received this award. What I do is just who I am. I enjoy helping and caring for others and doing what I can to make things better for others. I'm very humbled, and I thank you all so very much for allowing me to be a part of this community and helping out wherever I can help out. I feel awkward because I'm usually on the other side, taking the pictures, giving the awards. So I'm awkward right now receiving an award. But I thank you all so very much for everything, and my family and my friends who came out to support me and have supported me over all the years, even during Desert Storm and all my activities with the VFW and the city. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can't face the mic for at least one.
Thank you, Nada.
Nada, for everything you do.
Thanks, Nada. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome to stay. If not, I'll have a couple-minute recess. Yeah.
Take care, Nada. Thank you.
Good night.
See you tomorrow, Rich.
I think we should also note that Mr. Warble is in the house, holding his new heart.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hey, Bob. Yeah, really.
All righty.
Go, he goes.
We'll get back to
Lucky
business.
dog.
Shut the camera off now.
Everybody?
Okay, we're going to get back to order here. Back to order. Reports of committees, planning, zoning, economic development.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
Planning, Zoning, Economic Development, previous notes are on file with the clerk. The next meeting is 6/18.
Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. President. The most recent meeting of the Public Works Committee was held on May 7th. The next will be on June 4th. The meeting minutes of the most recent meeting are pending.
Community Services.
Thank you, Council President. Our last meeting was May 7th. The next meeting is June 4th. and the minutes are on file. I would like to thank you, Council President, for running the meeting I was absent at and filing my minutes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Police and safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. The previous meeting minutes are on file with the clerk. My next meeting will be held next Tuesday, 5/21.
Parks and Rec.
President, the Parks and Rec next meeting is going to be June 18th.
Thank you. Rules.
The last meeting, Mr. President, was on May 7th. The next meeting is on June 4th, and the minutes are on file with the clerk.
Our last finance meeting was May 7th. Those meeting minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next meeting will be May 21st. There's no appointments today. Are there any communications? There are no communication. Council is now open to the audience on legislation only. Moving on to ordinance and resolutions. Ordinance 55, 2019. Do we have a motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 55, 2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 55, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Snitsky, Greenwald, Elliott, and Stager. An ordinance authorizing all actions necessary to accept Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council 2019 Energized Community Grant Funds in the amount of $38,258.
For the motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass ordinance 55-2019.
Second.
Any comments? I'd just like to note that this is another example of a partnership. This is with our electrical provider, NOPAC. These are grant funds that can be applied to numerous projects. Help offset the cost that may have otherwise went to the taxpayers. Any further comments? Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. 55, 2019 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 56, 2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Martin.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 56-2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second the motion.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Councilman Martin.
I move that we pass ordinance number 56-2019.
Councilman, point of order. I'm sorry. We got ahead of ourselves. We now are going to have the third and final reading of 56, 2019.
Ordinance 56, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend ordinance number 131, 2017, passed by council December 11, 2017, which authorized the mayor to enter into an economic development, job creation, and job retention agreement with BBMC Mortgage to reflect the transfer of ownership from BBMC Mortgage to Synergy One Lending Incorporated.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman Norman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 56-2019.
Second the motion.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 56 been approved. Moving on to ordinance 58, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 58-2019 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 58, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend Chapter 1123, Registration of Contractors, is contained in Title III, Local Building Provisions of Part 11 Building Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills for the purpose of adding new section 1123.09, attachment of prevailing wage provisions on bids and contracts.
Further motion.
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman Greenwald.
I move that we pass ordinance number 58-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. 58-2019 is passed. We'll now have the second reading of 65-2018.
Ordinance number 65, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a memorandum of understanding between the police departments of Parma, Parma Heights, Brooklyn, the high-intensity drug trafficking area, and Seven Hills for forensic assistance, expertise, and other specialized services, and authorizing an amount not to exceed $3,000 annually for said service.
We'll now have the second reading of 67-2019.
Ordinance number 67, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Kelly, Biassiata, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Jack Doheny Companies of Twinsburg, Ohio, for repairs to the Service Department Sewer Vector, Model 2110J6B, serial number 1006V12212, with appurtenances and appropriating an amount not to exceed $10,758.22.
We'll now have the second reading of 68-2019.
Ordinance number 68, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Frederick's Floor Covering for the purpose of replacing the carpeting in the men's and women's locker rooms at the city's recreation complex and installing a new product with appurtenances and authorizing an amount not to exceed $5,782.40 for said service.
We're moving on to ordinance 71-2019.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Kelly.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 71-2019 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance 71, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a 36-month power supply coordination service agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Direct Energy Business LLC for the purpose of receiving energy supply, electric power supply for street lighting, and declaring an emergency.
For the motion,
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Kelly.
I move that we pass ordinance number 71-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes. Ordinance 71's been approved. Moving on to ordinance 72-2019.
Mr. President,
Councilman Martin.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 72-2019 by title for its first and final reading.
Second motion.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Ordinance number 72, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to appropriate the sum not to exceed $15,000 for the purchase of asphalt by requirement contract for the Department of Public Service and Properties, determining and accepting the consortium bid of Coco Singh Materials Incorporated of Fredericktown, Ohio, to be the best consortium bid therefore, authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement for the purchase of said asphalt and declaring an emergency.
For the motion,
Mr. President,
Councilman Martin.
I move that we pass ordinance 72-2019.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, ordinance 72's been passed. Moving on to We'll have the first reading ordinance 73, 2019.
Ordinance 73, 2019, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Martin, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Courtview Justice Solutions Incorporated, doing business as Equivant of North Canton, Ohio, for the purpose of performing annual maintenance and support of the mayor's court legacy case management system software and the right to use license, and appropriating the sum not to exceed $2,533 for said service.
Council's now open to the audience. Reports, communications from the Mayor Safety Director.
No report this evening.
Director of Finance,
No report.
Director of Law,
No report.
Engineer.
Just, I don't want to steal your thunder, Mr. President, but I just want to remind, there's a Councilman, Planning Commission, Ed Foley, Planning Commission Chairman, Ed Foley, called for a work session tomorrow, Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. in the council caucus room to update and discuss the Rockside Road Development Project. You maybe were going to say that, but I just want to make sure we reminded you of it.
It's all good. Don't ever,
That's all I have.
you got something to say it, don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Please, thank you. Appreciate you notifying the residents.
Thank you.
Building Commissioner?
No report.
I'll start today with our council miscellaneous. It's real simple. Today we had the hazardous waste pickup and old computers. It was another exceptional turnout. Not quite what the the shredding was a couple weeks ago. It was an absolute blockbuster, off the scales, record breaker. But we still had a great turnout for this hazardous material pickup, old computer pickup. Shows the residents are reading the newsletters, getting the robocalls, and they appreciate the service that we offer. That's all I have today. Councilwoman Kelly,
No further comment, thank you.
Councilman Elliott,
Nothing, sir.
Councilwoman Stager,
Nothing, thank you.
Councilman Greenwald.
Yes, Mr. President. I just have a couple of quick things. I'd just like to say I'm actually really very proud of the prevailing wage thing that we passed tonight. I think this might be the most political thing I've said up here, but I think that we live in an era where wages have been stagnant for a long time and where hard work has been undervalued, and I'm proud that we did that. And I'm happy that it also benefits the city. I think that's the best kind of measure to pass. Also, I'd like to wish the Cavaliers good luck tonight with their ping pong balls.
Thank you, Councilman Greenwald. I think everything you said is very well received. Thank you. Councilman Snitsky.
Yes, Mr. President, I have two items of miscellaneous business. The Zoning Board of Appeals Committee met last Wednesday. There were two items of business that came forward, and I'd like to make a motion that council accept both of them. The first was at 3320 Forest Overlook, a 4-foot variance to ordinance number 1106.02, driveway construction to allow construction of a driveway pad extension to be 1 foot off the side lot line. And it was accepted unanimously by the board.
Second.
I didn't hear. Did you make the motion
Yes, I
originally?
made a
Okay.
motion to accept.
Roll call. We have a second.
Kelly,
Yes,
Elliott,
Yes.
Stager,
Yes.
Greenwald,
Yes.
Snitsky,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, the variance for 3323 Forest Overlook's been granted.
And I have a second one at 6857 Donna Ray Drive, a 1-foot variance to ordinance number 1106.02, driveway construction to allow the homeowner to construct a driveway pad extension 4 foot off the side yard lot line. I'd like to make a motion for acceptance.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliot.
Yes.
Steger.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, the motion to grant a variance at 6857 Monterey has been granted. Anything further tonight, Councilman?
You know, the
Snitsky?
only thing is an observation, we get into a lot of contentious things and I think it was Councilperson Kelly that thought it up, but I'm not 100% sure. But these awards we're giving to residents for accomplishments, what a great feel-good thing. It's just one of those little things that really makes you aware of the talent in the community and just makes you feel good sitting up here with all we've got to put up with about the people we represent. I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Last but not least, Councilman Martin.
Mr. President, I just want to say as a newcomer who's been around for a few weeks now, I've had a series of questions I've had for each of the members of the administration, law, and you as individual council people. Some of them are hard questions, and just so I come out the door kicking correctly, I just want to say thank you for each and every one of you for the answers you've given me and the cooperation I see of this administration and of this council. Proud to be a member of it. And again, I look forward to working with all of you as we go on. But I appreciate the hard questions and the easy ones. And so thank you for your efforts.
Thank you, Councilman Martin. I motion for the adjourn council at 8:45 PM.
Second.
Roll call.
Kelly.
Yes.
Elliot.
Yes.
Steger.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Biassiata.
Yes, council's adjourned. Have a good night.
2018. I saw that. It was the same thing I did.
Tom?
I just
That was
saw
Tony's
that.
idea.
Sorry.
No, I want to get some.
Didn't affect anything.
No. I was waiting and then.
It doesn't matter who.